started here with a recovered onside kick. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Down to the 42, second down. They run it again with Hill. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try and run for it with Hill. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Hill. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And now Jackson will look to throw it. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On second down, Hill. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Hill. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 27 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. Buying time to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Here's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Tua. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off a play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Jackson's throw caught by Kohler. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for the Ravens. Ravens touchdown. Charlie Corner, 53 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. That second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receiver took advantage.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Give up the gun to Hill. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play action with Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Again, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Consecutive runs of 6 yards. Gives him a 1st and 10.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Jackson to throw. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They run once more with Edwards, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hey, middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now 1st down carry, it's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the option, here's Edwards. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
No, we changed it.
They'll try and run the option. Little read option, the end result, the 1st down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
And they're going to speed things up here.
No gain on the play.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
No gain on the play.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Edwards off the option. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Jackson's throws on target to Likely. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And now they're in the hurry up. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Jackson. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he gets picks this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here's Tua. Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him out to the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
They tried to get the edge there. No edge to be found.
Yeah, and when you're trying to set the edge, trying to control either the defensive end or the outside linebacker, if you don't, that allows the defense to string a play out all the way to the sideline. You know the sideline gives you as a defender an extra guy. You go from playing with 11 to playing with 12, and it worked out well for the defense there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is 1st and 10.
First down,
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yo.
Here's Jackson. Connecting with Hill. And some room to maneuver. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
44. Ready.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Tua. And this one too low.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Tua. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.